Hello there, good afternoon to you all and a huge welcome to the channel. The addiction today is quite simple. Do you like gold? Do you find making gold easy in game? Well, I do, and today I am going to show you how I do it. So grab a coffee and let's get started. Before I start, I feel that it's very important for you to understand what I am about to show you. Anyone can achieve the same results as I do. I am for the most part a full-time reagent farmer. This is how I spend most of my time enjoying the game and where most of my weekly gold income comes from. What I am about to share with you all has been in the game from the very start and has never let me down and will forever continue to work no matter what expansion we are in. The last week for me, outside of the game, has been extremely busy due to the world-famous horse racing event held each year in the UK, called the Cheltenham Horse Festival. So, work life has been busy, even working from home, so I have had less time to play and farm in WoW. But as I have already proven on the channel, you do not need a lot of time. It's how effectively you use what time you do have that is the key to success in making gold in WoW. This past week I really did want to put some extra time dedicated to testing some old farms located within the Burning Crusade expansion. I was able to get some decent test runs within the Black Temple, Sunwell, Kara, and the Shattered Halls for an upcoming video. Whenever I hit the 1 hour lockout, I would spend that time either fishing or mining in Dragonflight. The fish I turned into rousing frost and decay, and all Severite ore I would just prospect to gems to sell raw. There were a couple of other mandatory farms I have to do each week for my mounts, like Ice Crown Citadel and Dragon Soul. And running Firelands just because my week would not be the same without at least one farm there. Other locations, like Maraudon and the Old Kingdom, because they are very quick 30-minute farms, and a good way to get a large amount of reagents to fill out my auction house. As farming goes, I basically just stayed with good old faithful, tried and tested runs because that will always make me gold just because of the reagents. Anything else I gained along the way came from traveling to and from farms, and is just extra profits at the end of the week. So, with the limited time I did have, as well as falling asleep while ice hole fishing, this is what I was able to farm. The mass stack of leathers came mostly from TBC testing as well as the good old classic 20 to 30-minute farms. All the gems you see have come from the Dragonflight prospecting shuffle I have shown in previous videos. All the disenchanting materials have come from either the classic cloth shuffle or from standard disenchanting any items I do not wish to keep. Basically everything else within my bank has been farmed along the way, apart from the Darkmoon Firewater and Daggermore fish, as I kept them from last week to sell. But overall this is what I was able to farm. So allow me to quickly explain my method for making gold as I start to sell what I have farmed these past couple of days. The main method, technique, call it what you will, but the main way I make my gold, which is more than enough each month for a game token if I ever need one and is extremely simple to understand. I just farm for reagents and not drop rates. What I mean is simple. Other content creators out there will only report on just one farm, claiming that one particular farm is the best and will make you more than enough gold to buy a token. I am not being rude here at all, believe what you will. But do you actually realize just how wrong you truly are with this statement? Farming in the world of Warcraft is highly time-sensitive and situational. There is no such thing when it comes down to what is best when farming. The sooner you realize this, the better. Like the term gold per hour, the word, term or phrase that is best is only used to draw you in, then basically let you down and give you a swift slap in the face as you leave while laughing hard. Transmogs, farmable mounts and battle pets, even recipes are time investments that will sell at some point, but will take you some time. You may get lucky with a quick or near instant sale on these items, but they are few and far between. But there is one thing above all else with these types of farms that players seem to forget when watching these types of videos, and that is drop rates. You may go and farm a location for an item or battle pet, whatever the case may be, and simply not get a single drop in the time you spent farming there. You will get other drops maybe, but not what you were actually farming for, and that is because RNG was not being kind that day. My method is really simple. I just do not farm for drop rates, instead I farm for reagents. Why farm for an item that has a low drop rate in a game that has RNG attached to it? I simply farm for reagents that are used on a daily basis by players for their professions. I work on the supply and demand theory. Reagents, no matter what expansion they come from, are needed. Some are better priced than others, but everything sells. I just stock my guild banks with a selection of reagents, never limiting myself to just one type of reagent or farm, as that is just the dumbest thing you can do as a farmer unless I am running a challenge. I work on a weekly basis and farm as much as I can in the time I have available to me that week. Then sell everything at the end of the week at a prime time and all within one go, as you see on the screen now. I always use this method, and each month I have always made more than enough gold for a couple of game tokens or some new mounts or toys from the online store. Really, it's that simple. There is no secret or best method or farm. Just farm and save what you get till you are happy with the prices, then sell and make more gold. Before you pass judgment, however, why not actually give this a go? It works for so many players already, why not you too? In a recent video I have already shown you this method and how much gold it has already made me this month. Apart from changing farms, the process is exactly the same. I had less time than before, which is not a problem at all. I was still able to make a decent amount of gold in less than 9 hours of total play time in the past 5 days without rushing and just enjoying the game and what I was doing. I am not bragging in any way about how much gold I make each month. That is not the point of this video. All I am trying to do is make you aware that farming for gold is stupidly easy. It's just the player that makes farming more difficult than they actually have to be. Please do remember, I like to play WoW too. I also have a full-time life outside of WoW and many other commitments, yet I am still able to get these results without even trying. If I am able to do this a couple of times a week as you have seen, then I am more than sure you are able to. After all, I am only farming reagents, nothing more, nothing less. So that was 240k gold in the previous video, and my results today are another 276k gold, and I still have 2 more weeks of the month left. This is the breakdown on what I did these past 5 days as requested by my viewers, and as you can clearly see. Yes, making gold in the world of Warcraft is stupidly easy, even without trying. And again, all I did was farm reagents and not drop rates. Thank you so much for watching, I really do hope you enjoyed it. Please do not forget to hit that like and subscribe buttons and come join us on Discord, everyone is welcome. For me, however, I am off to farm the day away, so I shall wish you all a fond farewell for now, and like always people, stay warm, stay safe.